Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm the Vice President of NY Casa Group, a boutique real estate firm. I am on paper a real estate broker, but in life I feel like more of what my job is connecting people to each other and the community to itself as well. It's interesting, a lot of people, when you get into real estate school, people will tell you, look to your left, look to your right. These people most likely will not be here. 1 in 3 people will be here. And there are many times I can count when I felt powerless. Obviously, not having money makes you feel like, it just makes you feel like a prisoner. But I would say that real estate's an interesting thing in the fact that it is commission-based. And there are times I've compared it to being in an abusive relationship where when it's good, it is so good. But when it is bad, it is so bad. And you have to stomach that and you have to have a short memory to that. Real estate's something that tests your strengths and it really tests who you are, and you get constant gut checks. But it tests your ego as well. There is an interesting quote. It's, if you're prepared to make $1 million, be prepared to lose $1 million. And I feel like there are times that I've been on top of the world and there are times I've lost it all with one client, with being banned from one building, one management company. And I realized for me, feeling powerful wasn't necessarily having it all, but having the balance of knowing who I was and knowing where my place was. Real estate was something that was kind of frowned upon. Being in finance, or working in the New York Stock Exchange floor, that was a very big deal. That was a prominent thing. To me, I saw the boundaries in that as being a 9 to 5. Getting into real estate, I was broke for 8 months. I left after I started doing really well and started my own company and had to start at the beginning again with a partner. And that following year, we started to see success, and it was constant up and downs, and the market would change and things would change. What drives me is realizing that real estate is not my end-all be-all. Real estate is something that stretches me. Real estate is something that has stretched me as a person, who has taught me who I am, who has connected me to things in life that I feel like I would never have access to. I have fallen in love in real estate. I have made best friends in real estate. I have had opportunities that I would never ever think I could possibly have. I've made real estate my own thing, and I do things that are not traditional, and that's the beauty of this business. There's no blueprint, which I love. Like, someone like me needs to rock outside of the box and be able to do that. With real estate, depending on my clientele, I cater to them in that according to who they are. So there are times I'm like, okay, we're going to look at apartments for sale, so we're going to turn this into a pub crawl. We're going to go, I'm going to have a car waiting for us, we're going to go to an apartment, and then we're going to go to a bar, and I'm going to learn a little bit about who you are. We're going to have a mimosa, we're going to have a beer, whatever. We're going to move on to the next apartment, and then another bar. You're going to get to know the neighborhood, and I'm going to get to know you. And this doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like stress. Now, I feel like we've created a relationship together. You now know that I'm invested in who you are. I'm putting aside my whole day for you. I haven't lined up back-to-back appointments. I'm not trying to push you through this process. And now, in this time, I feel like a lot of times when people are moving, there is transition happening in their life. There's a breakup. There's a new baby. There's a love. There's a relocation to a whole different neighborhood. You may not have friends. You may not have somebody to talk to about what you're going through. Within 15 minutes, I've had people break down and cry to me who were perfect strangers. And I've been able to really use my own experiences of being broke, of being broken, of going through a breakup, of so many different painful things in my life and moments in my life to realize, hey, I may be a real estate broker in this moment, and that may be how we have connected, but we are connecting on so much of a deeper level. The advice I have for anyone who is working for themselves, I wouldn't even necessarily say in my field, but working for themselves, is do not treat your job like a 9 to 5. If you're working for yourself, you have chosen to gamble it all on yourself. And that can be the wisest decision that you ever make. It's important that you go after it all. It's important that you always think big picture. Don't think about just the paycheck. Follow the purpose of what you're doing. Make sure what you're doing aligns with what your bigger goal is. And it's important that you treat everybody, from the doorman to the janitor, to the guy who's on the street, to the person at the bodega who is serving you your coffee. It's important that you treat everybody as if they are a client. Because when I didn't have any money and I had a couple bucks left in my pocket, I always made sure when I walked out of a building, if I could offer the doorman a coffee. Can I go get you a coffee? Can I get you lunch? I didn't have that to give, but because I had that courtesy to give to them, they then opened more doors for me later. I created relationships, lifelong relationships. Your relationships are everything. Think network, not net worth. Who you connect with right there can change your life. The person you're sitting next to on the bus could change your life. The people that you're around serving could change your life. It's what you do when people aren't looking that could really, really, really change your path. If you enjoyed this interview and you want to see more women excelling in their careers, please hit subscribe.